I could say anti-Semitic things and Adidas can't drop me.
I've been to Hollywood. This was just what I saw. It's a lot of Jews.
People think this. People think Jews control Hollywood. People think Jews control the banks. And to pretend that they don't, and to not deal with it in a straightforward manner, we will never gain any kind of understanding with each other.
From high-profile entertainers, online, and in real life, anti-Semitism is being expressed publicly and violently.
When somebody like a Kanye comes out and makes anti-Semitic statements that people that are grounded in this world, people that have some wisdom, have been around for a little while, might just look and say, well, that's crazy. Young people that idolize this individual don't think that. They think, well, there's something to it.
I think the problem with cultural icons like Kanye West, or Ye as he calls himself, with musicians, with politicians, if they start putting about anti-Semitic comments and making them popular, that can have a very serious effect.
In Ottawa, high school students charged with hate crime offenses.
So students who are going to school and being faced with other students drawing swastikas on the ground and Heil Hitler.
Dr. Neely Kaplan-Mirth, a school board trustee and family doctor, has herself been the target of hate-filled anti-Semitic emails and death threats.
People saying that they want to gas me and my entire family, that they want my children to burn, to die, to be tortured.
In Jewish advocacy group B'nai Canada's latest audit, a notable increase of anti-Semitic incidents and a sixth record-setting year. Statistics Canada finds Jewish Canadians, representing around 1% of the population, remain the most targeted for hate crimes in this country. Anti-Semitism is becoming mainstream, says this advocate.
Anti-Semitism presents on both the left and the right, and I think we're quite familiar with anti-Semitism on the right. It would be swastikas, Nazi symbols, ideology, and the like, and people are pretty quick to condemn it. What happens is when we experience it on the left, it gets dismissed because Jews are viewed to be powerful and privileged.
And then in 2016, after Donald Trump was elected and gave license to bigots and anti-Semites to come out of the woodwork, you saw all over social media an incredible escalation of anti-Semitism that has led to anti-Semitism in the streets. You've seen in the last 6 years the 3 most horrific incidents of anti-Semitism in North American history.
As the Jewish community of Squirrel Hill prepares to bury its dead.
In Pittsburgh, October 2018, 11 Jewish people were killed in a synagogue while attending Saturday morning services.
When one group is attacked, it only opens the door to other people to be attacked.
Nate Leipziger survived the Holocaust.
August of 1943. And we were marched to Birkenau, and we went through barbed wire, and they shaved our hair, and then we were tattooed. And my father showed up right behind me, and so my number was 133,628, and his was 629.
In the time they have left, survivors share their stories in an effort to curb a rising tide of anti-Semitism.
Maybe some of them will have a better idea of life, not to mistreat other people, to treat people proper.
Today, I'm going to do something very, very, very different.
Influencers like Montana Tucker on TikTok are also using their platform to reach and teach Gen Z followers.
My grandparents both are Holocaust survivors. My grandma was in Auschwitz, and a dream of theirs always, I think, was for me to go visit.
At 12 years old, I was beaten up for being Jewish.
Jasmine Cranet's horrific experience with anti-Semitism made headlines in London, England in 2007. But she's fighting back with an educational exhibit meant to improve Holocaust education.
We have the opportunity to tell people, those jokes are not okay. Those jokes are about 6 million Jewish people that were murdered. Those jokes were about my whole family that was slaughtered. I don't think people understand how deep-rooted it is in in our pain and our story.
We can't talk about the Holocaust without talking about anti-Semitism. We are based in Toronto, metropolitan city, but there's millions of people and millions of students in schools that are not able to come to us.
The Tour for Humanity is a mobile classroom designed to empower people to take action against hate.
It's basically a lesson to not let history repeat itself.
So where are we right now?
So we're in the Toronto Holocaust Museum on the Sherman campus.
In just a few months, a state-of-the-art facility for Holocaust education will open in Toronto.
We really hear firsthand from a survivor each step along the way on these large-scale testimony kiosks.
At the end of the day, how does this center help fight anti-Semitism?
Once they do this deep dive into the Holocaust, they are then able to reflect and have a conversation about the connections between this history and everyday life. We hope to inspire them through the actions of the survivors who went through this terrible trauma and yet came here, rebuilt, and then used their voices to stand up against injustice.